Okay, I think I'm live. I've done this before. I am at the Tinyfest San Diego, and this is the vendor area. So they've got like things to buy, people selling stuff, all different like home builder, homeowner kind of things, and stuff for your kitchen, which I only have a kitchen because it came with the house. So I'm now going to walk around over to the other side where they have all the rigs. I already did a walkthrough one time, so I already know that most of these are better than mine. So actually, no. I'm actually pretty proud of my Nissan NV. I don't see any of them here. I only see Sprinters and, Dodge Rams and that kind of thing. So this is a Mercedes Sprinter. I'm going to guess that this is probably a $200,000 rig. They're all kind of designed about the same. They all have the kitchen in the same area, a lot of the same features. I'll go over to this one because no one's in this one. So this one is a little bit too clinical. I don't know if can I zoom out? Oh, I don't know if I can do like a widescreen on this. Anyway, you have an induction cooktop, you have a faucet, and then there's all the controls and everything. And then this is a Murphy bed that comes down, which I am not going to even attempt to try because I'll probably like lose a finger or something. And then you have cabinets. Cabinets come up and they're like hard to push down, I guess, so that when you're driving, you're, 100-mile-an-hour earthquake, which is basically what these vans are. Things aren't going to fly out. There's also additional seating for other people. So this is maybe a medium wheelbase Sprinter. Yeah, this isn't the longest. Well, this isn't a Sprinter. This is a Dodge Ram, I think. Anyway, this other one isn't a longest wheelbase Sprinter either. But looking at this one, you have a dinette, you have a lagoon table. And the thing about these that's cool is you can kind of move it around. And then you have this bed that I assume is on a hydraulic that can come down. Now, the problem is that I end up losing power one day after plugging my fridge in. So I don't know if you go to, put the bed down at night and suddenly, you're kind of stuck because you run out of power. You have a swivel seat. These are big things. You've got this gigantic fridge. Look at that. Let me see what this is. Oh yeah, a fridge and a freezer. That is phenomenal. I actually like the color scheme of this. I think it's kind of nice with the gray and the honeycomb backsplash and all that stuff. Can I afford it? No. Do I want to buy it? No. Okay, the next one over here. These are all conversion van build companies. This one has an outdoor shower, and you can actually take a shower, and you can actually still see through the shower curtain. So you could either just, partially give people a show or fully give people a show. There you go. This is weird. These are weird. This is a Murphy bed that's kind of backwards. It could also be a timeout if you take your kids with you, or if you just want some alone time from your partner. The thing about this, there's not any garage space. So you would put the mountain bikes on the back of the van, or maybe, I don't know, this doesn't open either. Yeah, so this is the water tank, the shower in the back, and then they have all the other electrical units and things. Kind of interesting, a little weird that they would put the Murphy bed backwards like that. Again, the sink is in the same position. Everyone wants to put the sink on the right by the door, I guess, so you could wash, spray people when they walk by. This one is a long wheelbase Sprinter. Again, you have swivel seats. You have a different kind of fridge. This is more of a kind of weird. It's more of a I don't know what they're called. No, it's not a fridge. It's just like a cooler fridge. Not like cooler, like it's cool, like better than. It's like a camping cooler. Anyway, shut up, Jenny. Okay, here's an air conditioner. Even though the van actually has air conditioning. So I guess when you're plugged in on shore power and you want to run your AC instead of idling your van, that's good. The window's open. I do like these window shades. I think these are really cool. So I want to find something kind of like that on the back windows. And I was going to put windows in Prudence, but I'm actually realizing that I need to be super stealth, and I think not having windows on the side has actually been beneficial while I've been van lifing here in San Diego while Jeff is in the hospital. This one is a Mercedes Sprinter 4x4. You've got an extra seat, which would be great if Harriet and I were to build a van, my 10-year-old. She wants to build a schoolie, the same kind of fridge, same design. She wants to build a short school bus and paint it pink. So anyway, okay, moving on. We have Carefree Camper. Now, I'm not going to go into detail, but they actually held a van hostage for almost a year and did a crappy job on a van for like in one of my van life groups on Facebook. So I don't know if that was a one-off mistake or if that's kind of their business model, but it was really a nightmare for the poor couple that paid $92,000 on top of the cost of the van. So I've never used them before. I don't really have an opinion. I'm just reiterating what happened to one of their customers. And so hopefully they got it resolved from the end of last year until now, and hopefully they finished the van. The vans are nice, but the van that they did for this couple actually didn't turn out very well. So, oh well. Anyway, moving on. This is a truck camper. Kind of cool. I don't know if I could sleep knowing that my tent is going to fly off. There's also someone dressed up in a bear costume. Not quite sure what that's about. All right. So Yeti, hi. You're on YouTube. Yeah. Oh, you're watching us? Oh no. Oh no. Get the locks for your van. Quick hide. Yeah. If you're in that tent and that Yeti came after you, you'd pretty much be dinner. Okay. This is kind of nice though. This little like treatment here. They also have for sale. This is $12,000 for this trailer. And this one, it's very loud in here. Okay, they have a bed, Murphy bed. They have an Alpicool fridge, cooler fridge. So this is cool if you're just like, if you're like got your motorcycles and stuff. If you want to just, you know, take that with you. Okay, anyway, moving on. This is cool. This is what my garage, like how I would have a garage if I had a setup like this. I need to have plenty of space and be able to get in and retrieve things. And also maybe it could be a storm shelter. I do like the design of this in terms of like the treatments and kind of the aesthetics. It's a little bit, yeah, it's just a little bit different and just gives them more, you know, more depth than your standard, you know, $100,000 rig. Anyway, so yeah, although, you know, I start looking at like little things like little details, like they use plywood here and you can see they didn't cut it right. So it kind of started like cracking off. And the reason I know that it wasn't cut right is because I built my van the same way. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Anyway, okay, you got box truck. You've got what used to be an ambulance. Sorry I can't zoom out. This one's $86,000 and it's empty. There's nothing in it. Oh, one of a kind? Okay. Yeah, it's one of a kind in that it's empty inside. So for $86,000, you get to just create your own thing for even more money. And then over here we have a box truck and a motorcycle in it. So this is good for all the adventurers, the rallycross people, motocross, and rally people. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Clearly I don't do any of that. This one's $45,000. So you can add your bed and stuff. All right, so those are the rigs and more Yetis and yeah, it's like, you know, join van life and get mauled by a gorilla. I don't know if that's a good selling point. Anyway, moving on, we've got electric bikes, and then we have some other vendors, you know, for the vegans. Make sure the vegans are, you know, accommodated. Solar panel, Renogy, and then outside is Victron, and they actually have an electrical setup that I was looking at, which I want to actually do a full electrical. But what I need is a better power bank, because the Bouge RV one that I have doesn't really hold the charge. I mean, it charges up, but it doesn't keep the fridge connected. It kind of disconnects itself. So I think what I want to do is get like a 200, switch out one of the 100-watt panels into a 200-watt, and then work out a way to do a full electrical. But this power bank is like, this is like flux capacitor level right here. Maybe I can get a bag too. I'm like, I always need shopping bags. These are nice. Yeah, I come all the way to Tinyfest to look at all the different like stress balls, stickers, and shopping bags they're giving away. Yeah, so these are like hardcore. Renogy is actually a really good brand that I support. I do have like some chargers and things like for my phone, and I have looked into it. I just don't know the first thing about actually putting an electrical system together, so I'll probably end up blowing up my van. These are camping gear here. GTFO, get the fuck out, Overland. Sorry, apologies for bad language, but it's true. The minute that I know that I'm leaving for a trip, I'm like GTFO. These are camping gear, kind of cool.
I do it all. Okay. So,
All right. I'm going to come back and actually do some shopping after I've been showing you guys around. These are the rental vans. So if you want to rent, and I have no affiliation with any of these people. I've actually never heard of most of them. But if you want to, you can rent out your van on GoCamp. You can also rent a van from GoCamp. And I would never rent my van out because I know where to tread. And I'm afraid that if somebody were to like rent my van, they would end up, you know, closing the cupboard a little bit too quickly and the whole thing would fall apart. So this is quite nice though. I like the mood lighting on the floor, the swivel seat, and the real fruit. That's always a nice touch. And then stickers. So yeah, the dinette's kind of cute. Again, there's no garage space, so yeah, not really for me. I'm like, I don't know if this is actually, I got one person watching. Okay, cool. Nice to meet you. Thank you for the support. Okay, next one. We have Off the Grid Van Works, and these are all San Diego based companies, even though San Diego is cracking down on van lifers, which is kind of funny. Although I've been able to stealth camp in my van for the last 3 months, almost 3 months, with no problem, because my van isn't as fancy as any of these. So I look like a plumber's van. Here's a Murphy bed, and then I actually do like the color scheme of this one. Maybe not so much the floor, but it looks like you can like add more stuff or like put a motorcycle in here or something. But I do like the aesthetic. Lots of storage above, and yeah, I kind of like the darker interiors. I don't know why, it just kind of makes it a little bit more sophisticated. We move around here, there's the low roof Chevys or whatever these are. I like these actually. These are like old school, like really like old school American. So a lot of people have these, people that don't necessarily want to have a high roof van. And some of these conversions have been really, really creative that I've seen. And they are a little bit more stealth. Obviously with an awning and a roof rack, you know, you stand out with the fact that somebody's probably sleeping in there. We've got socks. We always need socks because our feet get cold and we're too cheap to buy a diesel heater. This one is Vamonos Vans, San Diego based, custom camper vans. This is a 170 or more wheelbase Sprinter. So this is probably the biggest Sprinter that you can get. And again, they all kind of have that same layout. They usually have the sink in the same place. This one, the sink is on the other side. They have, this is like an actual real fridge, Whirlpool. It's not like a 12-volt fridge. This one has a shower. This is the first one I've seen so far that has its own shower inside. And again, sorry I can't really, you know, zoom out or anything. They have a dinette with what looks like a king size, at least length bed. And these are good. Actually, this one doesn't seem very tall. Oh, because they have the floor. Okay. I was going to say, the Sprinters are good if you're like over 6 foot tall. And I'm 5'8", and I can almost touch a ceiling just a little bit right up here. So yeah, this is kind of a shorter, I don't know, this doesn't seem like it's the tallest Sprinter you can get. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna go outside in a minute. So moving on over here, we got more things, actual tiny homes. And I'm gonna go look at this yellow one over here. This is also not a full roof, I think it's a Dodge. It is a longer wheelbase though. And it's funny because my Nissan NV is a 146 wheelbase and the short Transits are 144 wheelbase, but even though I have less roof on it because of the way it's designed, I actually have a little bit more room on the inside. So this is an interesting one. Swivel seats, a dinette and a full toilet and shower, and a garage with a book nook. So yeah, that one's kind of cool too. And then the fridge, which is weird when you put the fridges so high off the ground. I always feel like you go around the corner too quickly, it's going to come off. All right, I'm going to go outside now.
Oh, I like the hatch then.
It's funny, like watching people that don't have vans trying to figure out how to open cabinets and these things. Okay, I'm outside. The Yeti's walked in. That's good. Okay, so there's more Sprinters. There's no Nissan NVs. I feel like Prudence doesn't really have a representation here, unfortunately. And I was going to go in the Nomad Village, which I think is over there, but they were full, so I'm not able to show my van. But I will, you know, look around and see what everyone's doing. These are food over here. Sorry, I just automatically walked to the food. Okay, moving on. Okay, moving on here, we have pretend this is a Sprinter. That's funny. So this is a trailer. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of like for your weekend warriors. And I'm just kind of getting some storage ideas and then figuring out if I really want to do full electrical. This is a Craft Auto Works. And there's Matson Adventure Vans. And then another company. Yeah, so once you've seen one Sprinter, you've kind of seen them all, to be honest. I've seen so many, though. This is Glamper Van. Glamper Van, okay. That's what Harriet calls my my van. She calls it Mommy's Glamping Van. So this is cool. We can't fit a mountain bike back here, but the way the storage is, this is a good idea, too. It's a lot neater, so that way you can do your Instagram picture, you know, to show reality. I mean, sorry, Instagram reality, not reality. This is really cool. I think this is more my style, actually. I think this is actually somebody's home. So having like the big ass rig like this, when you need like 2 sets of max tracks. I don't think, is this the Nomad Village? I don't think so. Maybe it is. Some of these look like people are actually living in them, and these people are having a party on the top. Okay, that's a solar cooker. I've seen that before. I don't cook. I only have a kitchen because it came with the house. There's another one with the shower right as you walk in the door, which I'm not a fan of. It's kind of like, you know, you open your door and everyone can see your bathroom. But I do like the, oh, have fun from Vermont. That's funny. Yeah, this is somebody's home. That's pretty cool. That is like badass. Okay, moving on down here. This one is Van Speed. And a lot of these are for sale as well. You know, the whole pandemic really, oh, this one's for sale too. The whole pandemic really kind of started this, like, I don't want to pay someone's second mortgage because I lost my job kind of thing. And so a lot of people started converting vans. A lot of people kind of had their quarantine hobby, and it really, you know, increased the demand. And it was really hard for me to find my van. It took me 6 months, and I had to fly to Baltimore. Ended up buying it in Virginia and then drove back to Texas because I could not find the van I wanted in Houston. So it was a bit of a nightmare. But now there's this like influx of vans for sale now that everyone's gone back to work and not everybody's allowed to work remotely anymore. So yeah, this is a Nomad Village. Okay, so this is somebody's home. Big garage, which I like. Water tanks, outdoor shower. Yeah, so that's really good. And then they've got, you know, things that are attached to the roof of the garage, which is good for storage. There's a one wheel, your staple if you're in van life. Those were popular. I don't see a lot of people that have those now. Okay, so I'm going over here. I'm just like criticizing everyone. Oh, this van. And then like I see the person that's living in it. I'm just kidding. All right, so this one is a trailer with motorcycles. It's pretty cool. Those are better like if you're stationary for a long time. This is Gypsy Caravans. That's really cool. I feel like $5 can make a difference. Tiny pet plant sale. I'm gonna come back and shop afterwards, but this is really cute. Hello. I'm live streaming. So cool. This is awesome.
Steampunk caravan, and it's called Casa de Sol.
I love it.
It's built by Dr. Solar. And we have like everything Edwardian, Victorian, or steampunk.
I love the theme vans. Mine's Beatles themed. It's named Prudence, and it's all Beatles on the inside. And
Beatles?
so the Beatles, yeah.
Oh, cool.
So it's like,
I was about to say we have actual Beatles.
oh, maybe that's what I need. I'm getting inspiration here, so I love it. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, but I'm not showing it. I'm just parting the, you know, with the you know, peasants out in the parking lot over there.
You should have brought it in.
Well, yeah, they said it was full, but I was like, I could just find a parking space. Yeah, I showed it at Tinyfest in Austin a year and a half ago, and so everyone was like, you know, oh, it's so cool. I was like, I just built it, so it has stayed together. So I'm, you know,
Beatles music.
Yeah.
Do you have like the little speakers on?
No, I should get some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, I should do that. This is really cool. I love it.
Like the ice cream thing where you have like the megaphone and then just hook it up to your PA system and then be like, yeah.
I will let you know how I get on with that.
Oh,
Yes.
you know what'd be also really cool?
What?
Is if you had a carpet that rolled out that was like the Abbey Road,
There we go.
but instead of like red carpet, you know, that'd be so great.
I'm
Just
gonna
paint white lines on it.
Oh, and then people walk through. Yeah, nobody will ever get out of the way of my van. I'm like, I'm trying to leave. Get out of the way. Awesome. Well, this is great. I'm going to come back and shop, so I need a plant anyway. Thank you.
Fun, thank you.
Okay, that one's for sale. All right, going down here. We got your van life dogs. We've got first school bus of the day. Howling Wanderers. School buses are always fun. They're super creative. Hello. Ah, I've heard of your book. I've never read it though. I'm gonna come back and shop. I'm live streaming right now, so then I'll come back and actually like be here for me and not for the fans. All right, cool. Let's look at the school bus. I saw this family of 4 that had a really cool setup for the bunk beds in the back of their vans when I was in Tinyfest Austin. It was really cool. And these 4 kids, they just like have only ever known living on the road, and I'm like, see, that's the childhood, like that's the ideal childhood, you know, road schooled and all that stuff. This is cool. It's very pretty. This is Sheena.
Where are you camping out right now?
And
Mostly like
it's kind of like a pub, like a British pub. Oh, the ceiling, look at the ceiling. And it's under construction. Of course, all of our vans are always under construction. I could totally have brought Prudence in here, actually. Maybe I could go get her now that the weather has cleared up a little bit. Okay, there's a lot of people from Vermont. So if you want to actually like register your van and you don't actually have a real sticks and bricks home, South Dakota allows you to do that. I think Montana as well. So they'll give you an address, and then you can get a South Dakota driver's license and a South Dakota address, and then you never have to actually go to South Dakota. So this is a school bus right here. Back road bus life. Oh, so sorry. And everyone's usually, oh, this is cool. Everyone's got stuff for sale. I'm going to come back on the other side. Ambulance, of course.
Wasn't my choice.
Basically, anything with 4 wheels you can make into a home. So I'm going down here. And I think most of these people that are staying in San Diego in their vans are staying in like Shelter Island or Mission Beach. No one's staying out where I stay, unfortunately. All right, we're going over here. We've got another van. It's funny, I actually know, like, oh, that's the brand of awning that you have. And, you know, the ambulances I like. I think if I build a second van, much to, like, Harriet's, you know, dismay, I think I would build an ambulance before I build something else. Because I just think they're fun. And they're pretty stealth. That's pretty cool. You got the motorcycle on the back. The Brandon W. Gross. Okay. All right, moving around. Another one. Again, the bathroom right when you look in the door is not really a fan of it. This one's like a fully outdoor, go play outside. That's funny. This one's cute. I'm gonna go look at this school bus in a minute. Okay, then we have your generic motorhome. I will skip that one. The Bridge Ministries. They also showed their van at the Tinyfest Austin. So I recognize one person. This is the Wayfinder the bus. This one is a yellow school bus, just a different yellow. So I don't know if you can like legally keep it looking like a school bus though. I think you have to like change it a little bit. Okay. Some of these look very sterile and some look like they're very lived in. I'm a big fan of the lived in look. This is cool. The school bus. Really, really creative. Oh, I wish I could show Prudence here. Maybe I can come back tomorrow. Maybe I'll ask if I can, you know, because it looks like there's room. They said there's no room in Nomad Village. Prudence isn't that big. I mean, not like a 40-foot school bus. There's another school bus, the Joy bus. So that's what it looked like before. And this is what it looks like now. Really cool. It's just like walking into people's homes randomly. Because these are people's homes. These are not just like, you're actually like literally like walking into their living space. This is the Unhustle Bustle, the Gossip family. That's a behemoth. Very, very pretty. Let's go in.
So we're going to be here for a week and then we'll move on. So.
Kids homeschool then?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Well, that works out very
Yes,
good.
it's perfect.
Again, I'm just like walking in. This is beautiful. Look at this place. This is like bigger than my apartment. And you have the Berkey water filter.
Got both things going, right?
You have your staple of van life, the banana hammock. And bunk beds for the kids. And the parents' bedroom and the bathroom. This is really pretty.
Thank you.
Really well done. Very clean. And the television. Hi, thank you. You have a beautiful,
Thank you so
beautiful
much.
home.
Thanks for coming.
Love it.
Alright, you can get going there. Is this where the Gossett family lives?
Yeah, some of these are like not even attempting to be stealth. They're just like, bam, there's our entire life. Just quickly pop in here.
We just met that bus and there.
Okay, sorry. Outcoming. I feel like I'm walking into the wrong house every time I walk in. But yeah, look at this one. This is massive. That is awesome. Okay, this might be the end. Oh, there's one more row for Nomad Village. I'm gonna go over here to the people that are having a party on their roof, which you can do if you have a roof party place in your van. Okay, this one. Everything's for sale. That's too funny. A year and a half ago, like nobody was getting rid of their vans. This one's for rent. And they got the party platform. Okay. It's funny, like hearing all the families like talking to each other when they're looking at the van. Like 3 of them are on board, like the 2 kids and like one of the, you know, mom or dad is on board, and the other one's like, oh, I don't know, like where are we gonna park it? So, and then, you know, a couple hours in, your arm is twisted, and you're like, okay, let's look into getting one of these. I mean, I was a weekend warrior for quite a while. Actually, I had a full-time job for a year and a half, and I still managed to go, you know, 30,000 miles last year through, I don't know, something like 10 national parks and like 55 Texas state parks or something. And I just, every minute I wasn't working, I was on the road. And every weekend I was traveling. So it can be done, you know, and with a family and a full-time job and a home, you can do this. This could be you. Okay, got the guitarist, Arbor Season. I don't know if that's his name or if that's the name of the van. That's the thing too. Some people just call their like vans like real names. Like this is Fred. I was like, I don't know if your name is Fred or if your van is called Fred. Okay, probably demonetized now. Thanks. Not that I'm even monetized. I'm like a micro influencer. Okay, over here we got Anchor. This is the one I want. I want to get one of these. I need a new power bank that's not going to die on me. I'm going to come back and get one. I don't need a small one. I need an 1100 watt. I may have to buy one while I'm here. If they have any specials. Okay. Okay, sorry for these. Is this Oasis? Like, I'm British-ish and I even dislike Oasis. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna get as far away from the really awesome guitarist because I don't want to be like, you know, muted out by YouTube. Okay, I went down here already. A lot of people have electric bikes too, which is fine if you're able to like power it. So I know people that, there's a one wheel. That's awesome. I should have brought my scooter. I don't know if I was going to get a one wheel. It looked fun for a minute, and then I realized how many times I've actually like broken my arm ice skating and doing other stupid human tricks. But let's take a look at this. This is really cool. This is, I'm actually a huge fan of the SUV car camping. You'd be surprised how much you can fit in this. And this is a City Express, I want to say Chevy? Chevy! It's a Chevy. And look at this. So Van Lab is a company that, there's a dog too. Hi, is this your home? Hello, can you say hi to YouTube? No? All right, sorry, I'm just like barging into your house here, dog. Anyway, Van Lab is kind of a like plug and play system where they build, again, I have no affiliation with anything, I just know about these. So they basically create like, it's like Tetris, right? So they create bits and pieces and you kind of like pick and choose what you want in your van, and then Van Lab will customize it for the size and you just basically plug it and play. So you're able to build a van without actually having to use a power tool, which is the way that I wish I could have built my van. But yeah, I mean, there's tons of room in here. And I've just seen some really creative, like I'm on this women SUV car living page, because in 2020, all of my travel during the pandemic was in my SUV with my tent. And then I started to get into seeing all these conversions. Obviously, with my daughter, I can't convert my SUV because I need to have, you know, the seats for her. But yeah, really creative. Again, toilet when you first walk in. Not really a fan. So, walking over here, another school bus. This is, you know. Okay. It's kind of hard when you walk in and there's 12 people in there chatting. So I feel like, don't mind me just, you know, showing your entire home to the world. Okay, moving on. We've got another camping conversion with the skateboard on the outside and the gas tank. And again, super creative. Trying to fit as much into a tiny little space. This one is turnkey off-grid bus conversion with 1,000 million watts of power. And this one's for sale too.
So all the electronics and stuff, I'm certified in electronics. So I did all that myself. It's all professional. I actually do that on the road for people.
That's Schoolie Palooza there. That's funny.
But yeah, all myself. Took about 9 months.
Yeah, the nice thing about having the school buses is you can have, full-size everything. Full-size walk-in shower, toilet, bed. Really cool. Really beautiful woodwork. I have a Nissan NV tiny home, but I'm like, half of these, I'm like, this would never be me. Like in terms of just like, even just woodwork, I'm like, piece of plywood and Gorilla Glue and I'm good. So
Whatever works.
yeah, it stayed together for 2 years, so I'm happy. Thank you. So I'm killing myself walking out of these places. Here we go, an Nissan NV. Another conversion, little tiny van. So this is like the baby version of Prudence. So this is a Nissan 200, NV 200. Very small and great gas mileage. Probably about $12,000 and really creative.
That's awesome. Good for you.
Really cool. I have the NV 2500, so I've got the parent version of this one. This is. I'm so impressed with the use of space in these in these vans. It's really cool. It makes me like not feel too bad when I pack mine full of stuff. So really cool. Thank you.
Of course.
All right, this is the Ramblin' Rose, and this one's a short bus. This is what Harriet wants. This is more of a metro bus though. She wants like the short schoolie, and again paint it pink, and probably have enough power to do her video gaming. So I'll probably need like Tesla batteries or something. Okay, going up here with another school bus. This is the old Bluebird like Greyhound buses. It's kind of cool. Okay. And now this is just your low roof conversion. And you'd be surprised how comfortable you get very, very quickly in these. A lot of people go, oh, like, the funniest one is they're like, oh, how do you live in such a tiny space? And then I just showed them a video of like me opening the door to the Grand Canyon. I'm like, what's small about this? It's the freaking Grand Canyon. Oh, and this is Tinyfest. This is Renee's van. This is where she lives. So this is the person that started the whole thing, the whole Tinyfest thing. We get some old school little rust buckets, which is kind of cool. It gets you where you need to go. So no complaints. Another standard Sprinter. Well, the, what is it, long wheelbase. And then over here, that's kind of cool. Actually, I love the whole, the thing with the whole, like, what are they? License plate designs. I have a bunch in my van. This one's really cool. This is our midlife van with solar. Oh, I wish I could show my van. I'm going to ask if I can come back tomorrow and show it, because I have some time in the morning. Although getting out of here is not going to be very easy. Ooh, or a kayak. I actually met the CEO of that. It's really cool. I don't think this is him, though. Aura Kayaks, do you guys work for the company? Oh, your affiliate, or? Oh, I talked to the CEO at the airport in San Diego a couple weeks ago, and I had no idea who he was. And then he wrote his address down because I told him I'd do the van life, and he actually is the owner.
He just reached out to us a couple days ago.
Yeah, well, I told him needs to get out there more with more collaborations and stuff, and so yeah.
So they just wanted to share some of. They've been sharing our stories. But
Yeah.
to share on their marketing stuff, like
Yeah.
pictures and stuff. And so then I went like.
Yeah, it's great though. I mean, we were talking at the airport about how to because I work a lot with disabled adventurers and stuff. So I'm disabled myself, and so trying to get it out to more accessible products to different groups. And so that's why I saw it. I don't have one yet, but I'm like, oh,
they're the best.
Yeah.
We had an inflatable before, and these are great.
The inflatable, I'm like, do I really want to use another 100 watts of my Jackery? And nah, I'll stay in today. So awesome. You have a beautiful van. I love it. I have the whole.
Do you want to step inside? You can
Yeah.
So we have a shower and a toilet under this bench.
Awesome.
We hang up a shower curtain in the shower nozzle, and it all drains to a tank underneath. so that all the water is contained once it's dirty in the tank underneath.
You have the full-size sink. That's beautiful.
Yes, this is IKEA sink and an
Oh.
IKEA countertop.
Yeah, I have a Nissan NV. It's all Beatles themed. They said they didn't have room for me to show it here, but I'm gonna try to bring it tomorrow because I'm like, I really want to show off my van. But I have all IKEA lockers and stuff,
yeah.
and it was fun to try to like hack it all so it would like stay stuck to the wall of my van. But this is awesome.
So yeah, and the retro fridge and
Retro fridge. Oh yeah.
we make smoothies every morning, so we needed a large freezer, so that's a perfect size for
I like the
us.
priorities. It's
Yeah.
like we need smoothies, so.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. Yeah, it's fun seeing everyone's like creative space. I showed my van in Austin. I live in Texas, so in Austin at Tinyfest, and it was probably about 20 of us. But here it's like there's so many, and everyone's like so creative and comfortable. It's great. All right, well, thank you. You gently step out. That's very nice. Yeah. So anyway, so I need to get one of these, and then go to a body of water. All right, moving on. So that's the Shorty school bus. Hi. So that's the one that Harry. Yeah, my daughter wants me to build this. I have a Nissan NV high roof, but it's only for me. But my 10-year-old, like, she wants a pink one with enough like power for gaming. So I'm like, okay, how do I do that? Okay, I need Tesla batteries, and yeah. Yes, this is what Harriet would want. Of course, we'd have to get like a gigantic television and a gaming table for her, like for video games. So yeah, I'm gonna walk back through and get all my stickers and everything. Awesome. Okay. Well, hello if you're watching. Thank you for joining me on this. I've never done live stream before. All right, we're going over here. Looks like it's an Elvis fan. Again, another cooler fridge. This is really nice. Camp life is best. This is our happy place. This is Gertie. And yeah, I need to get a swivel seat. I gotta figure out how to do one of those. Okay, moving along. For sale. F&A van life. No way. I followed them on YouTube. That's funny that they're here. I thought they were down in Panama. I guess that they filmed their videos like 8 months before they, show them. That's funny. They're selling it. No way. Anyway, I have some like diehard channels that I follow and some that I kind of dropped off from. That's one that I dropped off from. I'm not going to say why because I'm live streaming, but I will address it later. Just a little bit. Like sometimes, I don't know, some of these YouTube channels, they start going in the, a weird direction of like, I don't know. Anyway, that's just funny. Interesting color. They repainted it. I do like the paint that they did on it, like the coating that they used, but I am surprised that they're selling it. I didn't think that they were going to be ending van life anytime soon. Anyway, they have a cool channel. It's a small channel, but there was just... Oh, there's a dog in here. This one's still a work in progress. I'll go check it out anyway. We'll go over here. Yeah, they're like literally still in South America in their channel. Let's go in here. All right. There we go. The same as it is on the channel. I think this is the only actual like YouTube stars that YouTube people that I've actually seen here that I know.
You're married now?
Yeah, I can't be like critical. I'm just gonna move on. All right, yeah, these are cool. Again, it's like things are cool and then I have to worry about how much extra weight it's going to add to the van. Like a lot of these, actually I'm surprised, most of these are super light builds. Some of these, I mean this has a lot of wood in it, but you can build a van that looks like it's got a lot of wood, but it's really still like super light. So, another car camper. Going over here, we've got...
I like to be within a day's drive.
That's really cool. See, that's how you should do your solar panels, because believe it or not, on like the Earth, the sun is not always right above you. So people that have their solar panels directly on their roof like me, unlike these really smart people that actually have their solar panels directed in different directions, they get more wattage coming in than I do. Even though I have 200 watts of power, at most I probably get 130 watts at any like good day. But mostly like I'm struggling to get even 100 watts. So I'm gonna look into maybe doing something where I can angle my panels, because that really is how you should do it. So you have multiple different angles, because the sun, which isn't even out today, isn't always above you. This one is a box truck. Haven't really seen too many of these here. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Pretty cool, that switchboard you have.
Really, really pretty.
Oh yeah, I had to unwire.
I like the unique ones. I don't like the ones that look like they were just, you know, generically, there's a puddle, generically built. This one is cool though, look at this. And a little dog, hi. You wanna say hi? Are you cold? You're shaking, why are you shaking? Are you chilly? Well, there's a nice warm bed up there, but sorry, everybody's walking through your house right now. Poor dog. All right, this one right here, that's kind of cool with the mural on it. And they look like they have 1,000 dogs in there. Oh, they're selling collars. I thought they had like 10 dogs. Sorry, I thought they had 10 dogs.
I did too.
I was like, what's that movie, Bridesmaids, where she's like driving down with all those dogs in the van?
Are you coming?
Right. Okay. Okay, so that's that side. I think I've got one more side to go, and then I think my live stream is over. So I'm going to walk up on this side. I'll walk over there. And also, again, be demonetized because the guitar guy, even though I don't know what song he's singing, so that's fine. If I don't know what the song is, YouTube can't tell me they're demonetizing me because I don't know what he's singing. And if it's a real song that belongs to someone else, I don't know. So I shouldn't get like penalized for it. That's my excuse. All right, so you got your workstation. First time I've seen an actual desk in somebody's van. Most people just use their lagoon tables. And for the kids, you can build a model van right there. It's kind of cool. Okay, last couple ones. The magnetic screen doors is what they're selling, which is actually what I need. But nobody makes anything for my van because I have a Nissan NV. So maybe that's what I need to do, is start building stuff for like my kind of van. He is pretty good though. Oh, Beatles. I am a huge Beatles fan. All right, that's acceptable. YouTube cannot demonetize me for a Beatles song. Yeah, my van's called Prudence, and she's a Beatles-themed van. All right, moving on. We got a couple more to see. Kind of a generic van. This is Custom Van Solutions. Some of these custom vans are built like really sturdy, so you can like rent them out and stuff. Travel-ready gear. Yeah, I'm gonna do some shopping. I need to shop, and then back to Anchor. So that is Tinyfest on a very cloudy day in San Diego. Thank you for joining me. I'm now going to get some food and just do another round and buy some things for the van, and that's it. So I appreciate it, and thank you for watching, and I'm pretty sure this will upload to my channel so you can come back and watch it again. All right, cool. Thank you. All right, bye-bye. How do I turn this off now? Hang on. Sorry, there's a trash can. Let me get just the image here while I figure out how to turn this off.